Hello, beautiful strangers, and welcome back to another episode of Resident Evil 2. When last we left off, we started the game. We found ourselves in this whole fun little hellscape, and, well, we saved the game. We made it to the police station without Claire, unfortunately. No clue where she is just yet, but maybe we'll see her soon. Yeah, we're going to continue on. I think I made promises of getting a special key, and I will. I just want to get a special thing first, because I like surprises. Surprises are nice. I cleared out that hallway, if you noticed. If you're going to be going to and from an area frequently, I personally would recommend clearing out an area. If it's avoidable, don't worry about it. You don't need to clear it out. But we will be going in that hallway quite a lot. So I did kill all the zombies there, but there are other areas that, that won't matter. And we'll just run around them instead of wasting the time and ammo. And, ammo is important. Like I mentioned whenever I was kind of fucking around earlier. Oh, I should read this first. Instead of just absentmindedly completing the puzzle. Something is written on the mounting. The god of sun and the god of moon, their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release the red soul. They can release red soul. Not the red soul, just release red soul. Okay. Please, Leon? Yeah, this game, it is dated. I love it, but still, it's definitely worse than the pushing of the pedestals in Final Fantasy X, that's for sure. Although, not a huge amount. Let's be real here. Those collisions, at least for me, were always a pain in the ass. Yep. We do that, we get this jewel, which means we now have 2 of those. We don't know what to do with them yet. And also behind here is another thing of handgun ammo. And I forgot to put my ink ribbons in the case. Oh well. I go put them in the box now. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so I guess because this is not a visual novel and I can ask, how is everybody doing? I am okay. I was, spent most of my day today actually playing Final Fantasy XII, and for the first time since, God, almost a decade, I beat it for the first time in the last time I played it in 2012. So I've not played it since then. It's a great game. Love Final Fantasy XII. It is one of my favorite stories in the series just because it's a lot darker and a lot more has a lot more political intrigue than other games in the series. Great game. Highly recommended if you can get past some of the issues with the battle system, which not perfect, but I don't mind it. It took me a very long time to get used to it because I first bought Final Fantasy XII like the year after it came out, and I didn't beat it until 2012. So let me just think about that. And I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I'm not as big as I used to be, but I love Final Fantasy games. I love JRPGs, and that one it's difficult to get into. This is another hallway that I always clear out because we will be traveling this hallway pretty frequently. It is a little bit more avoidable. Can you go down? Christ. Fucking that dude. Just fucking eating my ammo. I didn't know I was shooting hugs out of this goddamn thing. You're gonna go down. You're still up. But not anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what I was just talking about. Oh, Final Fantasy XII. Great game. But I was watching a streamer that I like finish Final Fantasy X. First time that they've beaten it on stream. One of their all-time favorite games. Actually, that's not true. It is their favorite game. It is also one of my favorite games. So I watched it. Because what the fuck else would I do? And in here, in this little thing, we have a nice little shotgun. I should stop just button mashing past this thing. There are various devices. Must be where they got their information. Yep. Let's see. There is One of them reads about the trophies, marksman contest winner, Chris Redfield. I wonder who that could be. Uh-huh. Is there anything useful on the shelf? It's trash. Someone must have searched through the desk. There must be nothing here. Let's just go. No, I'm kidding. If you do this a bunch of times, I think 50 times as a matter of fact, you will find a special Easter egg of an item. This is, if you're unfamiliar with the Resident Evil series, Resident Evil 1 specifically, this is Wesker's desk. And this is the STARS office. Man, I am very thirsty. I burnt my tongue on soup. And so now I'm just in a constant state of, I'm kind of thirsty. Like, just my mouth being dry just because it's a bit of dead skin, you know, that whole thing. Or maybe I'm just fucking weird, who knows. Well, I am fucking weird. I just don't know if that's one of the reasons. But yeah, let's just spend, here we go. Film. And if we investigate it, I can't tell what's on the film until I thought I told you the name of it. Son of a bitch. If you look at this, our pistol, which an H&K VP70, manufactured by H&K Germany, it uses 9mm Parabellum rounds. If you're curious about that at all. And these are 9mm Parabellum rounds. This is a Remington M1100P. This is 12 gauge shells, a smaller version of the M1100 with a cut. Uh-huh. Yeah, I also spent, in terms of, I remember the NRA, we'll not talk about the NRA anymore. Whatever. I have problems with any organization that does anything politically under the guise of anything, really. Both any sides of anything. I don't want to get political on this. Chris's diary. August 8th. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anybody infected turns into a zombie. But the entire mansion went up in that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of options. August 17th. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August 24th. With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to the case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G-virus, a variation of the original T-virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella HQ in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. Yep, her whole reason for being here is gone. Her diary has been filed. And there's a medal underneath and some CDs. Can we take a look at those CDs? Were they listening to in 1996? 8? 7? 8? Something like that. I don't remember when this game came out. I think it takes place in 1997. Or 1998, though. Leon.
It's good to see you're still among the living.
Great song. Great album.
Looks like we're not going to find your brother here after all.
Love that music. Little
There's
piano.
no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
I can't believe what is happening to this city.
Yep, that's it. That's what you have to say. Okay. I think we will be on our way then. Bye, Claire. Have fun. We'll be somewhere else. Let's go this way. And just because I like having a complete map, that's not the map button. This game does not have a map button, as a matter of fact. I don't know why I'm acting like there is. Especially pushing the fucking touchpad button on my PS4 controller. Which opens the map. Spade key. Which opens the map in Resident Evil 2 Remake, and it opens the map in Final Fantasy 12, which I've been playing. Yeah, 12 is good. But I've, let's see, what else have I been doing? Oh. I'm so vaguely annoyed about this. I haven't, and it's a near to me laptop. It's my mom's old laptop. She basically never uses it, and asked me if I wanted it, and I basically figured that, well, I have a couple of things I might be able to use it for. I've actually been using it now that it's been reset up, to have a guide on that, because I have on my main computer that I do stuff on. Do I have anything I want to? Oh, right. Before I go this way, I have things to do. But I've been using it to have a guide. I was thinking that I can, use it as a Foundry server, away from home. But I don't know if I will do that for sure. I've actually used it a decent amount. Actually, I want a certain organization. So let's put you here and then take you back out. Thank you. And maybe connecting to my TV, and please get off the level geometry, please. Can I let film here? Connect it to my TV and watch shit on it. Recruit. A nice little picture of Rebecca. From... Yeah, she was in Resident Evil 1, Film D. And, you have the thought of, why did Wesker have a picture of Rebecca in his desk? And why was it undeveloped? I don't know. I mean, I do know, but... You know what I mean. Maybe. But yeah, that doesn't take a spot up in my inventory anymore. We're going back to the main area, because I forgot to look at the thing at the front of the main hallway, because I'm forgetful. And I want to go back outside. And here's a little section that scared me as a kid. I've also seen quite a few YouTubers over the years that I've watched this game. That always... Can you not get stuck in level geometry? Thank you. That always get scared of that. There is actually a N64 version of this game, but I've never actually played it. I've heard that the visuals are a little bit better, but I'm not going to swear to that. I think what it was, nope, bye, see ya. Is that some of the level, it's a bit darker and a bit sharper, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Yeah, anyway, I got the computer, and it was being really slow for some reason. Like, it's not a very good spec computer. It's like 4 gigs of RAM and like a 2 gigahertz CPU or something like that. But it should work okay, for using to watch stuff. Before I do this, I'm going to read it. An old fountain. Something is written here. To obtain the key to your heart. I'll wait for the unicorn, the beautiful beast. But yeah, my throat's being weird. That's a good sign. A unicorn medal. Something is engraved on the back. Please guide me to the beautiful maiden who turned into stone as she waited for me. Okay, here you go. But for some reason, Windows was taking forever to start up, even on a fresh install. Like, is that spade key? Like near 10 minutes or so. Trying to decide which way do I want to go. But yeah, it was taking, God, like close to 10 minutes to, like finish booting and everything. Because I mean, it would load up like normal. Aren't you supposed to color the doors? That was this game, right? And this is even the DualShock version of the game. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to color the doors. Or is it not until after who remembers? Who cares? It doesn't really matter. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm going to go back that way anyway, because I want to go this way so I can get the thing, and then go back to the other thing so I can use the... Yeah, okay. I've decided which way I am going. And I'm going around the wrong way and doing so. Yeah, I couldn't figure out why, because there wasn't a ton of stuff on startup either. It's just for some reason the things that were in startup were taking forever to start up, and we basically couldn't do anything until they'd started, because it was running like super slow, and I couldn't figure out why, and I never did, and I don't really care either, to be fair. Is this just a special key? There must be an unopened locker somewhere. Yeah, a locker key. Okay. I decided that because in the past I used Linux on a couple of low spec laptops. It was actually, I had it dual booting Windows and Linux, and I actually realized pretty much everything I was doing in Windows on that laptop, because they either didn't run at all in Linux or they didn't run correctly in Linux, and I had to run them through Wine and hope for the best. So I just gave up and uninstalled it. It's actually the laptop that I use now currently, even though it's like a 10-year-old laptop, to read my visual novels on. Yeah, this licker, I have a shotgun now. I can kill him pretty easily. It's not worth killing this licker in this hallway, because this hallway is avoidable as of now. Ow, fucker. I mean, we'll have to go back to that door, and I might kill him that time if he's annoying and I have a bunch of ammo, but probably not. Yeah, I figure, well, I can install Linux, and then I will be okay. I used Ubuntu, however the fuck it's pronounced, in the past, but I'll do something a bit different. So I actually installed, I took a quiz about what Linux distro I should use, and there were a few options. Well, Debian's popular and well known. I'll use that one, so I installed Debian. There were a couple of things that didn't really work. For some reason, I couldn't install programs. Like they would install, quote unquote, but they weren't openable. For some reason, I don't know why. I think it was probably something on my end. I will be perfectly honest. I'm not that computer literate. Oh, right, I actually have to look at this. Yeah, we use a special key, thank you. Let's see, what's the outfit I want to use? I like the jacket. We'll go with the jacket. You can change as many times as you want, but I like the jacket. The other one is a blue beater and jeans, but I like the snazzy jacket with the skull on it. And with this, he now holds his gun to the side, you know, like a 90s kid does. You know, like you did at the time, as was the style at the time. Yeah, I decided I didn't really like it. It was a fine operating system, except for, I mean, that wasn't working very well, but that was probably user error, and I'm not going to do it like that. But I couldn't multitask in the way that I like to multitask. It was just tabbing between open documents was a bit of a pain in the ass, because I actually was using it for tabletop gaming. I was using it for my notes and stat blocks, and it was just taking too long to tab between stat blocks and notes and stuff. But, you know, again, it could also be user error, and I could have installed something other than GNOME as a desktop environment, but I just said, fuck it, I want to try something different. I wanted to install Linux Mint, because I know people that have used it, and it's pretty beginner friendly, and it works for very basic web browsing. Oh, hi. How do I want to do this? Okay. And that's pretty much all I wanted it for, was very basic stuff. There we go. Yep, you can hit multiple enemies with stuff, and that is very, very useful. Okay, thank you. Can you move out of my way? Yeah, I actually decided, because I even knew people that use Linux Mint. One of the people that I play tabletop games with uses Linux Mint. And there is a handgun bullets here at the mop for some reason. Well, we know the reason. We found the note. The door is nailed shut. Doesn't look like you can pass through here. Couldn't install it. Could not install Linux Mint, because the laptop is an old not older, like a couple years old HP laptop. Desk is locked. God, let me think. I think it's like a 3-year-old laptop, maybe 2, 3, something like that. And I had to, I'm trying to think what the thing was called. I had to disable, in order to install Linux Mint, I had to disable Intel RST. You know, I can do that, go to the BIOS settings, change under SATA and blah, 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 blah. It should be fine. It was not an option. I went into BIOS settings, could not find it fucking anywhere. Yeah. I'm confusing a lot of space here with with where stuff is in this area with the remake, I think, because I played that more recently. Do I want to go that way yet? No, there's no reason to go up there yet. Not even for map completion. Yeah, I spent a lot of time trying to troubleshoot it. A bronze plate with a picture on it. Okay. And I could not, for the life of me, figure out what to do. And I was looking it up and I was doing stuff, and well, if you do this, this, or this, like these specific things, you can do it. And I tried that and none of them worked. And I don't know why. Is it in between this one? No, I can't see. There we go. Super simple puzzle you got here. But as it turns out, the basic answer is you're fucked. HP disables that advanced BIOS settings on consumer level laptops. Actually, I think it was consumer level devices, not specifically laptops, but you get my point. Which is infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. But not really, but it's just there's nothing you can do. At least nothing that I can do. Theoretically, you can go and write your own BIOS, but I'm not a programmer. I don't know how to code. So that's not really a possibility for me. And I don't know how to, even if I did know how to code, I don't know how to flash my own BIOS in the first place. So no matter what, it's useless to even think about. So what I ended up doing, because I spent basically all day Sunday. Oh, you're still up. I thought I saw blood under your shadow. Yeah, there we go. No, you're still not dead. Motherfucker. Making me waste goddamn ammo on your fucking... Yeah, I spent all day Sunday doing that. Like, that was my Sunday, was trying to install Linux Mint and trying to figure out why I couldn't install it. Because I was getting a ton of different answers on this. I just wish another shot. Oh well, I'm being super paranoid now that I'm playing, because I don't want to look bad, even though I've looked bad in enough games already. Yeah, I just spent all day doing that. I mean, I was doing other things as well. I did a lot of my troubleshooting in between making soup, because I made some chicken soup, which was fucking great, by the way. Do recommend. Made everything from scratch, including the stock. And I've not made proper stock in a long time. Because I've not made something that involves needing proper stock in a long time. Do I want to do anything or put anything in the chest? Yes, I do. And we've got a small key. Okay. I already know where we're going to be taking that immediately. We'll be putting this in here. We don't need it right now. We don't need you right now. So we're going to go and turn around and use the small key. Yeah, fuck, it was so annoying. So I actually decided Sunday night before bed that I was going to fucking... I already lowered that. I don't need to lower it again. I decided that I was just going to download. I was going to go through that quiz again and see which version I should use, and based on what I kind of wanted to use it for, and I did. And I I downloaded and used Ventoy to flash all 4 of them onto a drive. I downloaded... think. Yes, handgun parts. Yes. We're gonna combine that, and we have a Matilda. H&K VP70 burst. VP70 with a stock holster capable of firing 3-round bursts on auto. Yep. That's gonna eat through our ammo, but I don't care because it's fun. I think in later games that's the Matilda. It's probably maybe slightly better in them. It's not very good in this game, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Because fuck you. I also think it is a little bit stronger than the base handgun, and a 3-round burst is also useful. For eating through all of your ammo. But again, I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. Yeah, I downloaded, I think, Arch Linux, Void Linux, and MX Linux. I actually installed onto the laptop Void Linux, and then I had to install it again because somehow my and I'm gonna have to reorganize my inventory from the chest. I wish I could just press a button and reorganize shit. What am I doing? Okay, and here I want handgun ammo, here I want you, and then you, and then you. Yeah, I think something happened when I was setting up user accounts on Void Linux because I couldn't log in. My password was, and my login was incorrect, and I could not log in. Secretary's Diary A, April 6th. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off. But wait, what? I bit my head off, screaming at me never to touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open like that. April 7th. I heard that all the art pieces at the police are from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the biggest mystery, where he finds those tacky things, or where he gets the money to pay for them. Makes you think. May 10th. I wasn't surprised to see the chief come in today with yet another large picture in his frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing picture featuring depicting a nude man being hanged. I was appalled by the extreme expression on the chief's face as he leered at that painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. Secretary Diaries A has been filed. Yeah, I'll take the improvement. Donkey. And, yeah, I'll finish the story because I'm not going to remember next time I record. And I'll stop after I finish or something. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but my logins were incorrect and I couldn't access console or terminal rather to use my administrator password and just log in because for some reason it didn't work. So I had to reinstall it and it worked perfectly that time. I think the issue was, if I were to guess, God, I'm going to be chewing through ammo. If I were to guess, the issue was that my login and admin thing were the same. It's just one was capitalized and one wasn't, and that broke something. That's the only thing I could think of as to why it wouldn't work. Because I had nothing. There was no reason why that should have broke. And then I found that, there were a couple of things that when it installed wasn't working correctly. Like I couldn't change the appearance. I could not change screen brightness or anything like that. I said, fuck it. I spent the last how many hours trying to do this and fucking failed. And he was pecked to death. And he has ammo on him. Precious bullets. Precious bullets. I'm gonna go down here and then birds are gonna pop out at us. It'll be all a bunch of good fun. So I gave up on that. I basically said, fuck it, and decided that what I was going to do was explosive pressure may rupture the tank. Hint, hint. And a burning helicopter. What I decided to do was try a different distro, because I'm fucking tired of this one. because it should work, but it didn't. There was no reason why it should have installed incorrectly. Everything was fine. The laptop was supported spec-wise, more than enough to run it. It just, for some reason, certain features didn't install correctly. And I read that that's not an entirely uncommon thing. I also read how to fix it, and I just did not care at that point. I just did not care. So I said, fuck it. And I installed Linux, MX Linux, and which is what is currently on it, and which works fine. I actually like it a decent amount. Oh, as a warning, don't open this door. Actually, I'll show you what happens when you do. After I grab this, and grab this, and I'm going to shave my princess. Well, I shouldn't say that. This is the wrong genre to say that. And I'm going to be smart and save on a different save slot in case something happens. Yeah, I'm using MX Linux currently, and I do recommend it. It's actually pretty good. I'm not using the... God, actually, I might be. I don't remember. I know I was using LEXE with... yeah, if you open this door, you're attacked by zombies. Oh no. Eat me, I want to show off the death screen. Eat me, I want to show off the death screen. Yeah, I actually like MX Linux. It's actually also super lightweight. It's sitting at like between 0 and 6% CPU usage when I'm doing, depending on what I'm doing. Basically no memory usage, like far under half a gig. Do recommend it. It's pretty user friendly. It doesn't have sysmd, and it's, you know, it's not bad. But yeah, next time, I probably won't bitch about Linux unless this install fucks up somehow, which I don't see it because I've been using it for a day and a half. Yeah, a day and a half, so like afternoon yesterday. That's not true. It was evening yesterday. Yeah, next time what are we going to do? Let me go through a checklist in my head. We are going to for sure put out the fire. We're going to go to the downstairs section. We're going to get more keys. We're going to take one thing, bring it to another place. And, from that place, we're going to get another thing to go to another place, to go to another place, to go to another place, you know, like you do in classic Resident Evil game. Well, in Resident Evil games that aren't 4, 5, or 6. Fucking 6. I like 4 a lot. I like 5 a decent amount. Actually, I played 5 actually the most out of any game in the series because it's dumb fun and I've played it for hours listening to music and mowing down zombies. Anyway, that's next time. I hope to see you all there.